Hey, this is actually my fault. Today we're covering one of the coolest cities in Northwest Arkansas that I never talk about on this channel. So without further ado, let's talk all about Eureka Springs and what I do in a weekend in Eureka Springs. So let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, horrible state, also known as Illinois, the worst, and I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America, but I chose right here in Northwest Arkansas. By far the best place to live in America, by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, let me know, call me, email me, let me know for coffee and talk about why I chose here versus anywhere else in America. Without further ado, let's jump right into the content. And the first cool thing to do in Eureka Springs, and this is the most obvious one, is you need to explore the downtown section of Eureka Springs. And the thing I love about Eureka Springs, it actually truly has a downtown section. It's actually built on a hill, and it has that kind of Italian city vibe where things are just you look up and you're like, and like the actual like buildings go up and up and up and up, and they turn corners, and it splits, and it's really cool, really cool. But the thing about the actual downtown section is that it is such a, Eureka Springs, it is diverse. It's eclectic, it's eccentric, it holds everything that, like, it's this weird place. You'll have bikers on one side, and then different unique people on this side, and this and that. It's wild. So Eureka Springs is very fun. It is like, I would consider like a great place to bring a family. A lot of outdoor things to do. It actually has a lot of shops. So, and we're talking all the way from art supplies to books to food to like weird eclectic rocks to coffee shops, to anything under the sun, like weird toys, kid toys, just clarify. And so Eureka Springs really has a lot of things for a lot of people. And so when you are bringing family to town and you are coming to Northwest Arkansas, well worth checking out Eureka Springs, and it's worth actually going there and kind of spending the night there because there is so much to do. It is really hard to conquer Eureka Springs downtown in one day. You could breeze through all the things real quickly, but you're gonna get caught up in a couple different things, I promise you that. So historic downtown Eureka Springs, really cool stuff. And the second thing you definitely need to do in Eureka Springs is go visit Thorncrown Chapel in Eureka Springs. It's a little bit on the outskirts, but it's well worth checking out. There's an actual architect known as Faye Jones. It's kind of like a superhero in Northwest Arkansas. The reason being is because he really set the tone of design for most of the buildings you see around the area, whether it's like Theoden School or Theoden Field or a lot of the buildings down in Fayetteville. But Thorncrown Chapel is one of his prized possessions. It's a glass chapel, so pristine. It's like a nature lover's paradise. It is so quiet inside there, and you walk in there, you look at it, it's, like I said, it's an architectural masterpiece. It's free to go in there and just sit there, and people obviously go there for prayer or inspiration or just peacefulness. And so what makes Thorncrown Chapel and Faye Jones unique is the fact that Faye Jones actually was an understudy to Frank Lloyd Wright, which is kind of based out of, I know that because of he did a lot of the architecture around Chicago and built a lot of homes and just built that whole structure up in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. And so there's actually a Frank Lloyd Wright house next to Crystal Bridges. So they're well connected. It's just, if you know Frank Lloyd Wright architecture, if you know Faye Jones architecture, it just makes sense. And so if you are coming from Chicago, you'll see a lot of buildings that look similar to Chicago in Northwest Arkansas because of the styles that overlay between Faye Jones and Frank Lloyd Wright. So you see that all the time happening in Northwest Arkansas, and it definitely happens in Eureka Springs. Whoa. Before I jump on to the next point, I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is, I have 3-day itineraries for you. So it goes city by city, day by day, thing by thing, so you know exactly what to do when you are in Northwest Arkansas. All those links are below. Go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. And maybe you are looking to move down here and using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to Northwest Arkansas? Let me know all the information below. I'll make sure to get that notification set up for you right away so you don't miss a single home hitting the market, both for rentals and also for homes for sale. And if you really want to know what's going on in Northwest Arkansas, every single Friday I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. Maybe you want to know what's going on in downtown Bentonville. When is First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in downtown Rogers? What music is coming here? What's going on at the Walmart Amphitheater? What new businesses are moving here? There are so many things going on all the time in Northwest Arkansas. Enter your name below, enter your email below, and make sure you get that email every single Friday. But I need you to be aware. I need you to be just heads up. You will get a little fear of missing out, little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the third really cool thing you definitely need to do in Eureka Springs over a weekend is definitely visit a lot of the spas, or maybe one spa over in Eureka Springs. Now there are a lot of bathhouses, there's a lot of modern spas and kind of like that old style historic spas that have like the spring feels. It's not quite like hot springs where the water is coming out of the ground like actual hot springs itself, but it definitely has that spa kind of feel. And like going back to what Eureka Springs is, it definitely has springs, but what Eureka Springs is meant to be this kind of sense of healing, and we'll get into a little bit of lore at the end of the video why it kind of falls into that category. But Eureka Springs has a vibe of, I would say older style, historic, healing, spa kind of vibe. That's why Thorncrown Chapel was built, just because of like healing and spa and tranquility and peace. The spa industry exists in Eureka Springs for that reason, and just that historic vibe, very similar to hot springs, exists in Eureka. So if you are coming to Eureka, definitely check out some of the bathhouses, the spas, well worth checking out if you just kind of want that very relaxing weekend over in Eureka Springs. And the fourth really cool thing to do over in Eureka Springs over a weekend is just enjoy the outdoor recreation. So there's a pretty good sized trail system just north of Eureka Springs over at Lake Leatherwood. Great place up there, very pristine, very pretty. You're also very close to Beaver Lake, has some trail systems, but you're close to obviously fishing, you're close to boating, that whole kit and caboodle over there. The other really cool one is actually Hobbs State Park. You're so close to both those overall. So if you're a mountain biker, definitely check out Eureka Springs. If you're a hiker, Eureka Springs. Trail systems galore just north of you, Hobbs State Park. Glorious trail systems. It's one of the Arkansas's honestly one of America's shining gems when it comes to trail systems. So pristine, so flowy, so pretty, love it. And obviously Beaver Lake is great as well. So just if you are into the outdoor recreation space, definitely leverage Eureka Springs, so fun. And the fifth and final thing you definitely need to do in Eureka Springs over a weekend, I'm gonna kind of combine these together, is both the nightlife, a lot of bands, a lot of fun bars if you're into that scene. A lot of cool things happen after dark just because it's that kind of scene. And I mean that in the best way possible. So it's kind of like that very kind of eclectic, weird kind of scene. So that's Eureka Springs. The other thing I want to mention, you'll see why I lead all up to this. It has a very interesting ghost life. So what I mean by that is that there's a place called the Crescent Hotel and a couple other, we'll say, haunted places as well. So Crescent is known for being haunted. I've done a whole video on this, but Crescent got famous because there was a doctor that promised cancer patients that he had a magical cure, hence the healing springs, so to speak, had a cure. Turns out it was all a lie. People died near and in the Crescent, and they haunt it still to this day, because he was a liar, of course, came out the whole thing. So, spare the details. Crescent Hotel, known for being haunted. You can rent hotels there if you want to. You can have pizza there too. You can go to the bar. So if you are into that weird kind of ghost, eclectic kind of fun nighttime ghost time scene, Crescent Hotel, amongst other places as well. So they kind of go hand in hand. So just know that's kind of a fun part of Eureka Springs if you want to do that stuff. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds exactly what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, city by city, all about the school system, all about the healthcare system, all about every single city, population, all the data you want to know about every single thing about Northwest Arkansas comes right in a package. Plus it comes with stickers, plus it comes with postcards, plus it comes with all sorts of cool things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas. Literally a starter pack box shipped right to your home, literally right to your home. Enter all the information below, make sure you get the package shipped to you right away. Also, a little bit of heads up, a little bit of side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking, It'd be my favorite for F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure you get the package shipped to you right away. Also, when you do come down here, let me know. I'll give you the $10 tour so I kind of show around the whole area. Plus, you can check out some home for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar would go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you next one.